When I came here in 1965, rolling the trees was not something Auburn people did. They did gather at Toomer's Corner to celebrate anything from a great football victory, a great athletic victory, to the victory of their favorite candidate for governor or their favorite presidential candidate. But rolling the trees is not something that was done in those days. There are many different versions and opinions as to when rolling Toomer's Corner started. In my experience, it began on December 2nd, 1972, the day Auburn blocked 2 punts to beat Alabama 17-16. Alabama was ranked number 2 in the nation, and nobody gave Auburn a chance. But all week long, Terry Henley, the halfback on that team, kept saying, "We're going to beat the number 2 out of Alabama. We're going to beat the number 2 out of Alabama." Number 2 is significant, obviously. So when we got back from Birmingham that day, there was toilet paper all over Toomer's Corner, signifying that we beat the number 2 out of Alabama. In those days, they weren't rolling the trees, they were rolling the utility wires that crossed Toomer's Corner. Only when the city put the utility wires underground and they move over and start rolling the trees. And I have to say, when the city put the utility wires underground, people said, "Oh, it'll never be the same, never be the same." And then it became not only the same, it became better.
Well, I think when I first initially heard that the trees had been poisoned, it was just a moment of disbelief. I can't believe somebody would even think about that, and to find that it came from a radio talk show coming out of Birmingham, and then find out people were taking credit for it, that was even more unbelievable. Corner to me and my family and to everybody around here, that's the Mecca, that's the center of Auburn's spirit. The center of the spirit of Auburn, the Mecca, has been attacked. It's just a shame to see something like that take place and what has happened. To see the demise of the trees over the last few months, the last few years, has been heartbreaking. The people that have made their trips to Auburn to have their photos made with their children and grandchildren, impressive. You wouldn't believe the people that have come through here, come through the store, come through Auburn to pay their last respects to the trees.
When we drove in yesterday and I saw them, I cried. I mean, I saw them when they were sick last year, but it's almost like a friend that is an amputee in small portions. They have this little bit amputated and this little bit amputated until there's nothing whole anymore.
It's a sad day. It's tough to talk about. This, with us, it started in '72 when I was born here, while my dad was in pharmacy school. Started that tradition from as early as I can remember, us coming here, Mom and I. And then my family has been brought to Auburn. My children, all 3 of my children have been brought here. My younger sister and her 3 children have all been brought here. And my younger brother and his wife and their new kids are going to be brought here to continue the tradition. Over the years, we've made the trip up numerous times together. But this year, with it being a special occasion, Mom and I decided to come back together to end it the way that it started, just her and me.
Kind of come full circle.
Rolling the Oaks is all about tradition. We love Auburn, we love being here. We wouldn't have missed it for the world today.
Got up early, drove up, rolling one more time.
Auburn is special. Just being on the campus is like being home with family. You can meet anybody and they're from Auburn. You can say War Eagle, and it's just about being here. It's just part of tradition. It's sad what's happened to the trees. Everything about it's sad, but Auburn will go on. We'll have more trees, we'll have more traditions. We'll be here for the next one.
More rolling. Ready?
Yeah. Hold on now. This. Come on, man. Throw it back.
I had a lot of fun. Went to lots of good games in 1972 when Pat Sullivan won the Heisman Trophy. Yeah, that was a great year. In fact, all the years I went here were good.
I came down here today with my dad and my son Garrett, and especially to roll Toomer's Corner one last time for our good friends, the Williams family from Boaz, Patrick, Lachey, and McKenna. Peyton was 14 years old 3 years ago, and they were leaving the game, and he was killed on Highway 280 just right up the street, and we have a cross there, and every time we come down we roll the tree for Peyton. This will be the last time we get to do that, and love you, Peyton. War Eagle.
I think Toomer's is just a symbol of tradition. It means victory. It means success. It means everything that the Auburn Creed says. We believe in a practical world, therefore we believe in hard work, and hard work obviously pays off, and this is our way to celebrate that.
Definitely.
Well, that's what we came down here today for, is to see what they're going to do with them. So
I think regardless of what happens, the tradition will live on, and Toomers will always be a tradition we have in the Auburn family and that kind of thing. So whether the Chews are here or not, we will all still be Auburn fans. The tradition will live on regardless.
The best thing is for the rolling of the trees tradition to come back with victory in the classroom, whether it be commissioning, whether it be engagements, or victory on the football field. That's the reason the trees were rolled. It was a celebration for Auburn fans, Auburn students, and Auburn folks for whatever good happened in their life. The trees represented nothing but good, and they represented Auburn.
It's a place where Auburn people go to celebrate and be happy. Nothing is going to change that. And that is more than just 2 oak trees. That is a location. That is a spot. That is a consciousness. I don't know what kind of new traditions they will have in terms of rolling Toomer's Corner. That's for the next generation, for the young people to decide. But this much I know, Auburn will continue to gather at Toomer's Corner. Toomer's Corner will continue to be the gathering place at Auburn. It was that way from the moment East Alabama Male College started back in 1856, and it will be that way for as long as there's a place called Auburn and an institution called Auburn University.